Hello everybody, so today we are just doing an unboxing from Handy Hands. The box is upside down to not show my address, but we're going to go ahead and unbox it. We're just going to be extra careful to make sure we don't accidentally slice through any materials, tools. I kind of forgot some of what I ordered. I know I renewed my Handy Hands, Helping Hands newsletter, but I shouldn't be getting any newsletters in the mail this time around because it's just a renewal. Let's see. Packages arrived. Make sure everything is there. La la la. A catalog. Ooh, look at this. It's hardcover. I didn't realize this was hardcover. I am excited for this. Tatting Theory and Patterns. I really want to become an expert level tatter. So I feel like learning about, theory and stuff would be very helpful. And apparently this book is also, I think, in Polish, which my cousins will get an absolute kick out of. And I think my great aunt, because we've got a lot of Polish in our blood, so that's pretty awesome. Alright, a Dreamlet shuttle. So, yep, I need to give a Dreamlet shuttle to some friends. I have two of these Tatsy shuttles because I have some chunky yarns I want to use, and this seems like the way to go, and I've been procrastinating on using, or on getting these, so yes. And that was it. Oh, this book alone was like 30 bucks. But ooh, I'm so excited. English is hard. Maybe I should read the Polish. We are pleased to present the second revised and bilingual edition of the internationally successful title. Please discover 28 patterns detailed in English and Polish. Technical solutions including Jan's method. What's Jan's method? Is there a table of contents in this book? Ooh, I think it should be fine to show the table of contents. We shouldn't have any issue there. So, ooh, Jan's method, page number, and then it has stuff in Polish, and then the patterns with the numbers. And so let me just flip to Jan's method, see what that is real quick. It's page 23. I think Jan's method is a single shuttle split chain, but don't quote me on that. Method. Slight change in technique. Stitch of the position. Wait, is this? I'll have to read it more in depth. I don't want to have a bunch of dead air on the channel or on the video, but I believe, based off of my quick skim, it's that extra half of a stitch before you actually get into a pattern, like that some people do. And it's supposed to make things lay more evenly. I need to do a comparison to see how well that works, just to kind of get a feel for it. Alright, now to hop over to a pattern. So I think those started on page 40 something. Okay, so, ooh, a lace collar. Not showing the pattern, but isn't that pretty? So let's see, neck circumference, materials. Has it in English and Polish. And then it has, okay, so I know some people prefer their patterns written out as 1DS and dash 2DS, RW, that kind of thing. I know some people prefer things written out, so I'm only going to show you a teeny tiny bit. It's a diagram type pattern. That seems to be what they use throughout this. I don't see, in my casual flip through, I don't see any written out patterns. So if you're more visual, this definitely seems like the way to go. But there are some things in here that look incredibly complicated, and they'd be a total pain in the butt. Ooh, that says a lot of beads. So that's something to keep in mind. That is definitely something to keep in mind. And then the big old Tatsy shuttle. Is, I'm guessing, not quite a granny. She looks a little bit of like a whippersnapper. A youngster. I wish they had cuter colors on the Handy Hands website. But it is what it is. Suggested threads listed on reverse size package. Ooh! Suggestions and number of approximate yards held. That is a handy. Why don't they lead with that? But yeah. So this is exciting. I am really excited because I actually made a lace bracelet out of like some really thick wool yarn that a friend gave me, and it was fun, but I used my Dreamlet shuttle. I didn't use the bobbin so I could fit as much as possible on there because it's the biggest capacity shuttle I had at the time, and I still had to like do 3 different instances where I had to reload the shuttle, if I remember correctly. It's been months now. That's how long I've been putting this off. But with how thick the yarn is and how like little there was in like the little like it's like those things that the embroidery stuff comes in. It's like those little like loops where it's not a full-on ball. It's more like a bundle of wool, of wool yarn. So I feel like something like this would let me make stuff out of big chunky stuff like that without having to join it as much. And like also just look at the size comparison. Just look at that. This is huge, and it's probably going to be very uncomfortable and strange to get used to, but doing quick, chunky things like that, especially if I'm just going to sell them at the markets, I have a feeling these will pay for themselves just because I can make things faster, because I can use bigger materials, which means fewer stitches, which means the jewelry gets done faster. So yeah, that's fun. Also, this was going to be like my Kindle e-reader cover, and then the cover like that it had completely fell apart, and then I ended up getting a Books e-reader, so this is just kind of like an abandoned cross stitch. I need to finish up this little bit here and then wash this. But I thought they were cute. They looked like 2 little lovely ladies, like a woman, not exactly like Lolita fashion, but like, you know, looks like sweet and gothic, but like in tea party dresses almost. Like tea length dresses. Woo! It's late. Also, I didn't stream on Sunday because I was coming back from Annapolis. I live in a little town on the Maryland Eastern Shore, and like the whole Delmarva region. And I had a long drive from Annapolis. I helped my aunt at the market, and it was a lot of fun. But yep. So yeah, this is so much prettier than the blue one. I might actually just give my friend the blue one. But yeah, so anyway, it's a weird little, it was a quick little video where I was very absorbed in myself, but I'm really excited to get, English is hard sometimes. I am really excited to dig into this book. Oh, it feels so nice. It feels so official. I need to learn about the author.